Utah Business, in partnership with Foley and Lardner LLP, is pleased to present the 2023 Innovation Awards, recognizing individuals, innovative professionals, and companies in the state of Utah. Today's event is sponsored by Web, the Master of Business Creation program at the University of Utah's David Eccles School of Business, Nova Data Centers, Bio Utah, Little America, Retigo Labs, and Vivint. And now, please welcome your Master of Ceremonies, KUTV2 News Weekend anchor, Mallory Moore.
Good afternoon, everyone. We are so glad that you could be with us this afternoon. Welcome to the 2023 Utah Business Innovation Awards in partnership with Foley and Lardner, and congratulations to all this year's finalists. Utah Business is pleased to be partnering with Foley and Lardner this year to recognize Utah's vibrant community of innovators, from startups to established companies and their breakthrough creations. In celebrating these successful innovations, this program aims to build the state's economy by acknowledging and rewarding the creative minds fueling innovations within it. So, how did we come up with this year's finalists and winners? Well, a third-party committee compiled by Foley and Lardner was made up of peers, leaders from the state's business, civic, and academic communities. Innovations, whether they're products, services, processes, they were judged on their novelty, their market need, economic impact, and disruption of the status quo. During today's program, we'll see these stories of these incredible innovations and the stories behind them that are growing and thriving in today's challenging business world. Now, to start things off, I want to give you a little background on Utah Business. Utah Business fosters connection, insight, and recognition for Utah's thriving professional community. Through their events, their magazine, and their website, they highlight the ideas, the innovations, and the people behind Utah business success stories. They truly are all in on Utah and can't wait to tell your stories. Please welcome Editor-in-Chief of Utah Business Magazine, Melanie Jones.
Thank you, Mallory. Welcome and thank you for joining us today at Utah Business and Foley and Lardner's Innovation Awards. We have been thrilled with the support of the community for this event. Innovators are the game changers in the business field. They promote change, create solutions, and leave a wake of inspiration along the way. I would like to thank our event partner, Foley and Lardner, for their amazing support. We saw their office last week at a VIP reception, and it was phenomenal. Foley, thank you for prioritizing innovation in our state, for assembling the esteemed panel of judges who selected this year's honorees. We appreciate all that you do. We would also like to thank Web, our presenting sponsor, and our premier sponsors, Nova Data Centers and Master of Business Creation at the University of Utah's David Eccles School of Business. We could not do this without you. This year, we are excited to be recognizing 9 different categories of innovations. They are advanced manufacturing, construction, and design, commercial software, consumer products and services, fintech, agribusiness, medical and health med tech, professional services, sustainability, fintech, and research and development. At Utah Business, nothing makes us happier than telling the stories of Utah's business successes, and that's what we get to do today, so it's a good day. You'll hear about an underwater robot, mechanisms for treating Alzheimer's and diabetes, an AI solution that foils illegitimate third-party sellers, and I'll tell you, I could have really used that one at one of my previous jobs. a water-free cooling system, technology for EVs, and so much more exciting innovation happening right here in the state of Utah. Before we learn about today's honorees, I'd love to recognize the Utah Business Events team. Lynette, Hannah, and Hayden put their all into making this beautiful event for you. Let's give them all a round of applause. Lastly, thank you, all of you, for being here, for supporting the innovations in this state, for making our state the disruptive, entrepreneurial place that it is. And congratulations to the 2023 Innovation Award honorees.
Thank you, Melanie. Okay, let's talk a little bit about Foley and Lardner. It is a preeminent law firm that stands at the nexus of the energy, healthcare and life sciences, innovative technology, and manufacturing sectors. They look beyond the law, and they really focus on constantly evolving demands facing their business advisors to deliver creative, practical, and effective solutions. Their 1,100 lawyers across 25 offices worldwide partner on the full range of engagements from corporate counsel to IP work and litigation support, providing their clients with a one-team solution for all of their needs. For nearly 2 centuries, Foley has maintained its commitment to the highest level of innovation and legal services and to the stewardship of their people, firm, clients, and the communities that they serve. Please give a warm welcome to the daughter of Kevin Lawrence, the original creator of the Utah Innovation Awards back in 2005, Marin Lawrence.
Thank you, Mallory. My name is Marin Lawrence, and I'm an IP attorney with Foley and Lardner. I am deeply honored to stand before you today as a representative of Foley and as a sponsor of this remarkable event. It is so great to see so many people here and be able to witness the incredible energy and enthusiasm in this room as we come together today to celebrate and support the entrepreneurial spirit that has become synonymous with the state of Utah. We are grateful for our firm's partnership with Utah Business Magazine and the opportunity to support the business community across the state. Salt Lake City and the surrounding areas are a vibrant and significant hub for many different types of business. We at Foley are proud to serve companies and entrepreneurs here and be a part of the continued growth of our state. Foley is particularly excited to be a part of the Utah Innovation Award program. At Foley, we have the mindset of not being afraid of what could go wrong, but an excitement about what could go right. And I see that same mentality in all of you here today. It's especially meaningful for me on a personal level to be standing up here because my dad, Kevin Lawrence, originally created and started the Utah Innovation Awards program over 20 years ago in 2002. He is with me here today, and it's a really full circle moment for the two of us. I am so proud to see Foley and Lardner and Utah Business Magazine carry on the tradition of recognizing innovators, their creators, and how forward-thinking people can change how we work and live with just one idea. This program has celebrated numerous successful innovations across a broad range of markets and industries. These innovations have helped to build the state's economy and enabled us to be more efficient and effective in our work. Events like this serve as an encouraging reminder of the inspiring, exceptional, and talented community we have here in Utah. But behind all of that talent are exceptional people and exceptional teams. And we at Foley are honored to pay tribute to all of this year's nominees. You embody the creative spirit that permeates our local business community. You solve complex problems with sophisticated solutions. And you continue to raise the bar in terms of what we can do to meet the future. Congratulations to everyone here today. We at Foley are inspired by all of you, and we wish you continued success. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Marin. Webb is a full-service event production company. Every one of their events begins with a vision, and they work together to bring out the best in technology, creativity, and staging to create a brand experience unlike any other. Whether it's virtual or live, Webb is one of the most creative and innovative event companies in the market. And rather than talk more about them, the best way is to really show you what they do. Take a look at your video screens. Okay, that really gets the party started. Please welcome to the stage Melanie Robinson, CEO of Webb.
Hello. When I was asked to share a few thoughts with you today about innovation, I thought, well, this is a tough crowd to talk to because they're the ones doing it. But two books came to mind that I've read in the past. The first was The Medici Effect by Franz Johansson. And he makes the case that innovation comes from the intersection of different fields, cultures, and disciplines. He emphasizes the importance of diversity and collaboration in fostering innovation. When we bring people together from different perspectives and expertise, we create a rich environment for ideas to flourish. And that felt very resonant with this room and this group and what Utah continues to become. The second book that came to mind is called Orbiting the Giant Hairball by Gordon MacKenzie. And if you've never read this book, it's definitely a unique read in and of itself. The book talks about how to work within an established culture and yet maintain your individual creative ability to remain original and bring your genius to the organization. He writes, you must be willing to break from the past and embrace the unknown. He espouses challenging the status quo and taking risks in order to achieve breakthroughs. As we admire the companies being honored today, if you're like me, you find yourself wondering how you can build your own innovation skills. At Webb, our business relies on designing and building unique events each and every time, always trying to top ourselves and come up with something new. What both books agree on is the need to move outside of our comfort zone, to bravely be different, and to attempt creativity not once, but over and over again. So I would challenge all of you in this room today to reach out of your comfort zone and try to make connections across different tables, see if you can meet someone new. As we honor these companies today, we celebrate their ability to view a problem from a new perspective, to take risks where others have not, to combine a new approach to an existing problem, and to combine disparate puzzle pieces into novel solutions. Congratulations to all those being honored today. I'm very excited to hear from each of you and learn more about what you've done. Thank you.
Thank you, Melanie. Okay, now what we have all been waiting for, we're going to move into the recognition part of this afternoon and this program. So here's kind of how it's going to work. We have video clips of each of the finalists, and those will help us reveal the winners. So it's going to be pretty exciting. For each category, we'll first watch the honorable mention video and invite them to the stage to be presented with their award. Then the second place video we will see, as well as the award presentation. And then we will end each category with the first place video, as well as an opportunity to hear a few words from the winner as they are presented with their award. So it should be pretty fun. However, for this first category, food and agribusiness, the committee wanted to recognize just one company that has gone above and beyond in their innovative efforts in a way that can't compare to any of the others. Let's learn a little bit about our winner in the food and agribusiness category. Take a look at your video screens.
Back to Life, spurred out of a need of Governor Cox, was asking for a 25% reduction in water over the next 5 years. And as we talked to farmers, we realized that they were really scared about losing water and their crops going down. And we thought, you know, we're in Utah, and Utah are innovators, and we're going to find a way to reduce that water. And we actually set a goal of trying to get water down to 40%. Over the years, we've put conventional fertilizers in our soil, which are petroleum-based and kill these soils or hurt the soil. And now we're feeding these plants like we're feeding an animal. We have to just keep feeding them and feeding them. And what we're trying to do is create a nanosymbiosis back with the soil and the plants. And the first thing that we do is we create a fungal strain that will actually tie all the roots together to turn an entire field into one plant. Then we have some living organisms, some different types of bacteria that when we water and feed our fields, instead of this water being like a buffet where you go to a buffet and there's plenty of food, but you can only eat so much, it's the same way with the water, and we lose most of our water. These things will soak up all of the water, 100%, and then slowly off-gas it to the plants, and they work in this symbiotic relationship. And it's not that the plants need less water, it's that they're using 100% of the water that we're giving them, and we realize we're getting rid of all the wastewater. And it's just it's a great natural solution where we're not only rebuilding the crops, but also rebuilding the soil.
Congratulations to Back to Life Industries, recognized for their efforts in improving environmental stability by adding nano-sized nutrients to the soil. Welcome to the stage, Back to Life President Daniel Clough.
Wow, we're deeply honored to be here today and represent our technology. It's been a long battle, and we're grateful to have this opportunity to come and talk about what we're doing in Utah and what we're doing in the world. We had such big challenges in 2022 that made things that seemed were distant conversations for our kids become present realities. I mean, what do you do when you have a historic drought and a historic war and historic everything else that can go wrong in 2022? How do we provide food for ourselves? And so as a company, we came out and thought there has to be a better way to help agriculture take its next steps. And so we came up with this nanosymbiotic catalyst. If you've passed out because science was bad to you, I don't blame you at this moment. But what if you could make nature your ally in everything that you do? And as we did this at large scales, we made it to where farmers can go and reduce all the costs that make them turn broke and face these environmental challenges and make things work together again. We are tired of farmers being broke and the environment being broken, and it just felt like there was this doomsday approach to where our food was going. And so now we're in a position that when we help our farmers, they can reduce their water and fertilizer by a minimum of 30%. In our base case scenarios, we had farmers reduce water by up to 84%. When you put this all together in Utah alone, that's up to 4.6 billion gallons of water with participating farmers this year that they were able to conserve. And on top of that, they have healthier food, lower costs, and we're providing an opportunity for future generations to grow. So we're grateful to be here today. We're grateful for this award, and thank you so much for this opportunity.
Okay, congratulations to our first winner, really taking smart watering to a whole nother level. Moving on to our consumer products and services finalists, which include EVject, Ruby, and Vivint. Please take a look at your screens.
Ruby is the easiest, tastiest way to get your fruits and vegetables. It's 30-second freeze-dry fruit and vegetable smoothies that help you get half your daily servings of fruits and vegetables in super easy smoothie. So 9 of 10 people don't get enough fruits and vegetables. And when my partner and I, Jason, were diving into the research, we thought, this is ridiculous. Like, fruits and vegetables are all around us, but how can we make that easier? And we had been in the freeze-drying space for many years, and we thought there's got to be a marriage between freeze-drying and fruits and vegetables that will help people get more fruits and vegetables into their diet. And we noticed when we would do a big freeze-drying run of strawberries or spinach that there was all of this remaining powder in the bottom of the freeze dryers, and we thought, well, how can we use all of that powder? It's like nutritional gold. So we started using this powder in different ways, combining it with different fruits and vegetables, and landed on some really great blends that help people get more fruits and vegetables through freeze-dried powder. So we've done a lot of work to refine the manufacturing process and get it so that those powders are free-flowing. We don't have to add additives. And yeah, there's a lot of challenges along the way, but we feel really proud about where Ruby is right now, and hope to continue to develop and help people get more fruits and vegetables.
Recognized today as our honorable mention for their freeze-dried fruit and veggie powder blends, join me in a round of applause for Ruby. Jason Budge and Amber Benson are joining us on the stage.
Every single EV in the world is completely unable to shift into drive if you have anything plugged into the charging port. Even if the car isn't charging, if anything's happening while it's plugged in and you're inside the car and at a supercharging station, if anything bad happens, you have to get out of the car, expose yourself to the danger so that you can go and unplug to get back in, shift into drive, and off you go. And right now, charging stations are not really utilized so much, but they are eventually going to become the next gas stations. And it's not as quick as the 5 minutes, 3 minutes that it might take to fill up your tank. If you're inside of your car while it's loading up, and let's say a gas station catches on fire, or there's a shootout, or crazy guy coming to you, whatever it is, right now you could just say, nope, I'm out. Start, off you go, brakes off, the fuel stops, all's good, you're safe. Right? We want the same for EV drivers everywhere. Right, so that's what this allows you to do. And then this is meant to break off at the seam. So one stays in the car, one stays in the charger, that way neither gets hurt. This is something that we're hoping we can actually push, maybe not even to just the EV manufacturers, but the EV charger manufacturers.
A big congratulations to EVject, being recognized today for their breakaway electric vehicle chargers. Please welcome to the stage their Chief Technology Officer, Eric Vega.
Vivint Smart Lights is the product that we've launched. It's a new product for Vivint, obviously a new category. It expands the capabilities of your Vivint smart home system, making it more convenient, safer, and bringing customers peace of mind. If you look at existing smart lighting solutions that are on the market, they usually suffer from one of three pain points for customers. The first one, if you've got smart bulbs, they're great, they're nice and easy to install, but the challenge is if somebody does what everyone's been trained to do their whole life, which is turn off the lights, you lose power to your smart lights and you no longer have smart bulbs. You can't control them anymore. You can't turn them on and off until you physically go back and flip that switch back on. The second way people deal with smart lights is to change out the switches themselves and have smart switches. Those, again, they work well, but installing them can be challenging. You have to figure out the wiring in your house. Sometimes there's compatibility issues. Sometimes you have to hire an electrician, and it doesn't give you any ability to customize the way your lights are set up in your home. You're stuck with what the contractor who built your house designed and chose. The third issue is a lot of times they have their own app. So now you've got one system for your lights, one system for your motion sensors, maybe one system for your doorbell camera. So the Vivint smart lighting solution, it's easy enough to be installed that it can be installed by the user themselves. It allows customers to control their lights from anywhere. You can use the app, you can use your voice, you can use other automations driven from the rest of your Vivint smart home system. It allows you to rewire your house and customize how you want the lighting to work in your home without having to hire an electrician or touch a wire in your house.
The winner in the Consumer Products and Services category is Vivint. For their work in the smart lighting industry, please give a warm welcome to Austin Wilcox, Senior Product Manager of Vivint.
Thank you all. It's been really exciting. Glad to be here. Want to say thank you. Really, pulling off lighting through Vivint has been a long-term goal of the company. We've been trying to do it for probably over a decade. And it's really taken a big effort from all the different teams that are representing us. And we're very grateful that we could bring this to our customers. Adding lighting to a Vivint smart home really does make it much more interactive, gives you benefits. The number of touch points, the number of opportunities you have to be served by your house and make your life simpler, make your life easier really goes up. So we've been super excited to bring this one to market. Not just the Innovation Center in Lehigh that many of you may know, but our sales teams around the country, our tech teams, installers. It really has been a huge group effort from everybody at the company. So thank you very much.
Okay, our next category is Advanced Manufacturing, Construction, and Design. Our finalists include Benel Aluminum Clearfield, Rebuild It Services Group, and Sarcos Technology and Robotics Corporation. So please take a look at your screens.
A little bit about Rebuild It Services Group is founded in 2015, and it's basically a company built on customer service and emergency repair services group. So we react fast, we react to customers' needs in municipal and industrial applications around the country. So we're unique in a sense that we're focused on customer service for one, and we have service hubs all over the country, the biggest being in Utah. We kind of bringing back service into this industry. So this industry didn't have service, in my opinion, and a lot of people's opinion, especially our customers. We haven't been around for a gazillion years, and so they want to, let's see what these guys are like, kind of thing. And then all of a sudden we get phone calls back of like, wow, you guys really came through for us and helped us. You're here the next day. And in a lot of cases, like in North Salt Lake, the big plant there, the customer was broke down. They give us a call and they say, hey, Terry, I heard from a customer that I know, an engineering firm, that you guys might be able to help. And I'm like, yeah. I says, we'll be there in the morning, so we're there in the morning, like, okay, kind of shocked almost. So we're there, we take care of them, and we turn it around. And in this particular case I mentioned, we were able to help the customer in less than 4 days.
Please give a warm welcome to our honorable mention, Rebuild It Services Group, a division of Century Equipment, recognized for their emergency water treatment services. Please welcome to the stage General Manager Terry Rayburn.
The name of our innovation is Big Mac. It is a fully automated robotic fabrication cell. It is an automated work cell that does everything from start to finish. It has 7 robots. Those robots take parts, cut parts, feed parts into CNCs, which are machines that actually drill features into those into the profiles, or the parts as we call them. There are automated cameras that do all the quality checks. Part of the robots will they'll load it into the packaging, creates packaging, and send it out the door. So it's quite an incredible feat, especially in the market we're in right now from an employment standpoint, where employees are so hard to come by. We've actually had to not had to go out and search for about a dozen employees to run this work cell. So that's one of the ways we've been from an industry standpoint, an innovator, again, relative to the labor market, being able to produce a quality product without having to bring more labor into the equation is a huge step from an industry that's very hands-on, manual, needing additional employees. The automation allows us to ebb and flow from a volume standpoint, so we can quickly react and respond to our customers' needs as their products either increase in demand or decrease, depending on what their consumers are doing.
Please welcome the second place award winner, Bunnell Aluminum Clearfield, celebrating their Big Mac productions. Accepting the award today on behalf of them is their plant general manager, Brent Steele.
Sarcos creates robots that are designed to interact with objects in unstructured environments. So we take the best of human ingenuity and intelligence and instinct, and we combine with robotic strength, precision, and endurance, and we come up with a solution that is a human robot-powered machine. So that is our innovation. The idea really is to keep people out of harm's way and to increase industrial productivity. Our robots operate primarily in 3 markets right now. We're operating in an aviation market, we're operating in an industrial solar market, and also a deep sea undersea market. So a vast array of markets we're operating in. If we have a robotic system that goes down to 1,000 meters and that can operate underwater either autonomously or dexterously through the use of teleoperated systems up on the ship, we keep people out of harm's way, out of that 1,000-meter environment, so that they can accomplish tasks safely from the surface of the sea. The Sarcos innovations are changing the industry because our systems are going out and experiencing the environment, learning from the environment, and then completing the task assigned by the operator. This innovation is changing the robotics environment because we're teaching robots to do things that they couldn't otherwise do beforehand. So it's the human and machine interface that is allowing that to happen.
Congratulations to our first place honorees, Sarcos Technology and Robotics Corporation, for their revolutionary work with industrial mobile robotic systems. And please give a warm welcome to their Vice President of Strategy and Product Management, Misty Dawson.
All right, thank you. I'd like to give a thanks to the Sarcos team. They're all working really hard to combine that human intelligence, instinct, and judgment with robotic strength, endurance, and precision. As you heard from Matt, Sarcos is really focused on changing the approach to the most complicated and dangerous tasks facing the modern workforce. So I really appreciate Utah Business for honoring Sarcos today with this award. Thank you very much.
Okay, let's learn a little bit more about our finalists in the professional services category. They include Bloom, Master of Business Creation at the David Eccles School of Business, University of Utah, and Rasa Legal. Please take a look at your video screens.
Rasa Legal is a mission-driven organization that is trying to make the process of clearing a criminal record simple and affordable for everyone. 1 in 3 Americans have some type of criminal record, and that includes over 800,000 Utahns. People without records are 63% more likely to get a job interview, and just 1 year after record clearance, average wages go up by more than 20%. So as soon as you can clear that criminal record for someone, it really can transform their life very, very quickly. We've seen some of our clients go from being on government assistance, public housing, WIC for generations, to going to having full-time jobs, great careers, and buying homes and starting college savings accounts for their kids. And that's what we get to do every day and what I'm most proud of. Rasa's been in business for about 1.5 years, and in the first year of our technology, we were able to reach close to 10,000 people. So I think that just shows that what an impact technology can have to reach people, to connect them with services that they need that can truly transform not just their lives, but whole communities and our economy as well.
Congratulations to our honorable mention, Rasa Legal, and welcome to the stage, Noella Sudbury.
Our innovation is what we call social impact staffing. So really we're looking for a way to help people that we came to know and love as missionaries in Latin America, both my partner and I, and realized one of the ways we could do that was through remote work. And so our innovation is helping people abroad in emerging markets across Latin America, Africa, Asia, everywhere, set up home offices, have the tools and skills to bridge the gap between kind of where they're at in their local countries to getting a remote job with an American companies, our clients, where they can make more money and improve their career, path, trajectory, as well as a standard of living. I feel like we're coming in and disrupting a pretty legacy industry. When you think about working outside the US, people here in the States have done that for a long time, but we're doing it in a different way where we're extremely mission driven, we're extremely open about our margins, we're extremely conscious of the career kind of experience we give people, as well as the experience that we give our clients here in the States. It's a little bit of a different model that gives them more control and more say, which tends to work out better for both the people we work with abroad as well as the client companies that we work with here in the States. But some of the challenges that are honestly fun to think about and work on are how do we help people in these emerging economies, how do we help them overcome some of the barriers of remote work? So how do we set up a home office in Zimbabwe? Or how do we think about connectivity or infrastructure issues in Argentina? And those are some of the global challenges that we face, but they're fun ones because at the end of the day, if we can solve them, we can help people improve their income, standard of living, and career trajectory, which is really fun.
Our second place winner today in the professional services category is Bloom, recognized for their international workforce sourcing, and please welcome Bloom's co-founder, Eric Ingebretson.
Master of Business Creation, or MBC program at the University of Utah is the only degree like it in the world. It's this wonderful combination of practical learning, operational learning, and a really highly ranked academic degree. So it's a program that enables real-world entrepreneurs who have startup companies to bring their startup into a one-year master's program at the University of Utah, top-ranked entrepreneurship program, and learn how to start and run and operate an early-stage business. And so we surround our entrepreneurs with individual mentoring, programming, access to capital, grants, all kinds of help, and we enable them to learn how to really build and grow their companies within an academic setting. We now have close to 100 students. As of January, we have over 100 alumni. We have companies that have $50 million in sales. We have companies that have raised incredible venture capital rounds. And we have wonderful entrepreneurs who have built family businesses, maybe that aren't invested in by outsiders, but have built lives for themselves. So my goal for this program is that we will both locally and globally have someday thousands of entrepreneurs who have created maybe tens of thousands of jobs and created incredible products and services that are benefiting people all over the world.
And finally, congratulations to the Master of Business Creation at the University of Utah's David Eccles School of Business for their innovative and entrepreneurial-based bachelor's program. Please welcome Troy D'Ambrosio to the stage.
Thank you. First of all, I want to just recognize the other two honorees in this category. What amazing businesses and how you're helping people. So let's give them another hand out there. So really incredibly well done. And also I want to thank the sponsors for the support today, and particularly the team at Foley, because I've known Whit for a long time. We've been go back years in helping build the Lassonde Entrepreneur Institute at the University of Utah. But thank you for organizing the event and supporting, getting the judges involved. So good job, you guys. And I also want to recognize Utah Business for the business coverage they provide for the state of Utah. They've really stepped in and filled a void as the newspapers have struggled here to cover business. And without them, we wouldn't have any business coverage in the state at all. So thank you all for doing that, for supporting it. So, and thank you for recognizing the MBC program. You know, we had this vision of creating something that would help and give people support and credit as they were trying to grow and build a company. It's different than an MBA that teaches you how to run an existing business. This is for you as an entrepreneur, a founder of a company, to help you actually grow and scale your business. And as Paul mentioned in the video, our programs are ranked in the top 10. Both our undergraduate program is number 4 by U.S. News and World Report, and our graduate program is number 8 by U.S. News and World Report. And what really makes that incredible is the faculty at the David Eccles School of Business, the staff and team at the Lassonde Entrepreneur Institute, but more importantly, the founders and entrepreneurs that we have participating with us at the University of Utah and across the state now with the MBC and across the nation through our online program at the MBC. So really excited to be here. Thank you all. Thanks for coming today, and thanks again for this award.
Okay, next up is our sustainability category, and we are excited to learn more about Clean Wake LLC, Nodal Power, and Nova Data Centers. So take a look at the videos.
Nodal Power develops microgrid solutions and renewable energy projects at smaller stranded landfills. Through the course of landfills taking in waste, organic matter decomposes and creates landfill gas. We take that landfill gas and put it to beneficial use, either by consuming the electricity generated from it on site or exporting that into the grid. Landfill gas is not similar to natural gas in that it has a low BTU content, which makes running a generator or powering a microgrid rather tricky. So a lot of engineering hours went into designing and making sure that system works appropriately. We love it because it brings beneficial use to something that's otherwise wasted. And it really reemphasizes the idea of a circular economy where the household waste that people throw away ultimately turns into electricity that goes into their homes. In the United States alone, there are hundreds of landfills that generate gas that are too small or too isolated from critical infrastructure to have any beneficial use or renewable energy project put on site. So for our microgrid solutions, we've unlocked a whole swath of renewable energy in the United States that otherwise has been overlooked or underdeveloped.
And the honorable award mention goes to Nodal Power. And unfortunately, they were not able to be with us this afternoon, but let's give them a warm round of applause. And moving along, we're going to learn a little bit more about our second place winners in this category.
A typical data center of, say, 100 acres, which we have in West Jordan, Utah, would consume about 300 to 400 million gallons of water per year. We have developed a system to have almost zero water as a footprint. Yeah, the challenges in bringing something like this to fruition are the scale of it. The industry itself has always used water evaporation as a means of cooling data centers. So it does go against the grain of what is typically provided out there in support equipment. And it has required us to basically build a lot of our own gear with our own designs in an ecosystem that is still efficient and still very conservative on a water basis. We're mostly focused on the western part of the United States, which is known for having a drought for almost 20 years. But the demand for data centers won't stop. So in order for us to develop data centers in the western United States, it's essential that we have a lower water footprint. So this allows us to go into more communities, support more communities with data centers, with having less impact on the environment. It really has been years in the making to perfect it.
Recognized for their water-free cooling system, congratulations to Nova Data Centers, and welcome to the stage their Vice President of Sales, Eric Morgan.
We developed a method for decontaminating boats using a big tank. So you back your boat into the tank and you run your ballast systems and your engine and flush hot water through all of your systems and then discharge it and you're done. So it replaces an existing system that's, or a process that's a lot more time consuming that people have to spot treat boats. We thought of this innovation because we go to Lake Powell, and as we leave Lake Powell, you have to get inspected and decontaminated, and you have to wait in long lines, and it can be really hot. So we thought about it, and we thought there's a better way to do this. And so we come up with this idea, and this way it eliminates the need for technicians to have to learn every single wakeboard boat or surf-style boat, have lots of different intakes and ballast systems. This way they catch them all at once, and it's a lot faster, and you can get on your way quicker. And it also helps eliminate the potential transfer of aquatic invasive species from bodies of water that have it to ones that don't in Utah. We've got one at Waweep. We just put one at Utah Lake. We just put one at Willard Bay, and I'm going down to St. George to commission the one at Sand Hollow. The first time we thought of doing this, and I approached the Division of Wildlife Resources just out of the blue, and they heard me, and we kept talking, and it took 3 years from that initial meeting before we had the first installation down at Waweep. And that one's been in service for 3 seasons. And so it took 6 years to get from the point that we contacted people for the first time until we've actually proven the first pilot, and now we have multiple installations that are running in the state.
Okay, that leaves us with this year's first place winner in the sustainability category, Clean Wig LLC. And congratulations and welcome to the stage the owner, Garrett Atwood.
Well, thank you so much to the Utah Business and to all of you. What an honor to be here with all of you. As I listened to the innovations, I thought, man, it's pretty amazing to be a part of this program and to be counted amongst so many great innovators here in the state of Utah. What a great ride. My business partner, Jonas Haita, is here with me, and together he and I built this company and came up with this innovation, and it's been a really exciting ride to be able to go through and work with the state of Utah to prevent the spread of aquatic invasive species here in the state. And we've gotten recognition throughout the country for this, and we've even worked with some other countries looking at using this system to decontaminate watercraft and equipment. We actually have a contract with the U.S. Forest Service to use an adaptation of what we've invented to help prevent the spread of invasive species through firefighting equipment while they're fighting forest fires. And so it's been a tremendous opportunity to be with you today and to be able to innovate, and I'm completely humbled and honored to have received this award, so thank you very much.
Our next category this afternoon is research and development. So please take a look at the videos to learn a little bit more about BZI, L3Harris, and Retago Labs.
BZI stands for Building Zone Industries, and we are a specialty contractor in steel erection, steel fabrication, with a specialization in wall systems and the core and shell of large steel structures. So the division that developed the Wallmaster, the innovation that we're talking about, is Innovatech. Wallmaster allows us to actually build each wall panel off-site, and that system allows for people to work not tied off. And essentially what happens is when that wall is constructed and ready to be placed on the building, it gets jacked up, and then the Wallmaster comes in and retrieves it. And as that wall is retrieved, it's then taken to the job site where there's a single crane waiting to be rigged, and it gets tilted up and placed against the building and then installed. So it's not just more efficient, it's a much safer way to actually build, because so much of the work that would normally be done at height and in the way of everybody else is now done with a very small group of people, and it's done in one single motion with that panel. It's a totally revolutionary way of putting the exterior of a building together, and nobody else does that.
The 2023 honorable mention in the research and development category is BZI, Building Zone Industries, recognized for their Wallmaster. And please give a warm welcome to BZI Chief Marketing Officer, Spencer Douglas.
protected communications, which is the community and family of technologies for resilient communications to protect our military and DoD's communications from adversaries, detectors, and jammers. The challenge the innovation solves is our warfighters have if they can't communicate in the battlefield or with each other, then they lack the ability to operate. They can't move aircraft around. They can't coordinate effects and fires. And if they're jammed or detected, it puts our warfighters at risk. So what we've done is develop a broad communications library of protected communications to allow them to operate in a rapidly adaptive battlefield. The communications environment has been changing for the military and DoD, moving from what we were doing previously in countries in Desert Shield and Desert Storm in Iraq and Afghanistan to more complex adversaries, and therefore we've had to adjust our communications capabilities and systems for the military.
Congratulations to our second place honoree, L3 Harris, for their rapidly adaptable, standards-compliant open radio. And please welcome John Coates, Senior Manager of Systems and Engineering.
We started Retigo Labs in 2014 to address a need we saw in the water space. We've worked in water for many, many years, and the question was always, what is the water quality right now? What's in my water? Does it meet the specifications? And often you'd have to send a sample out to a certified lab, and it might be 2 weeks before you got a result. We needed accurate results right now. So we set about to invent a technology that would take care of that. So we give you accuracy and precision that you would expect from a typical brick and mortar lab, but our results are in 15 minutes, right in your home. And by utilizing that information, we can combine it to show scale tendencies and corrosion and find out what's really going on. And more excitingly, we've introduced a line of bacterial testing that will take between 5 minutes and 20 minutes instead of 2 weeks to find the results.
Congratulations to our first place winner in the Research and Development category, Retigo Labs. Please welcome CEO and co-founder Les Merrill.
What an honor. You know, it's when you look at, and it's kind of fun up here because you can't see anybody except for those lights. But I wanted to say thank you to Utah Business, and thank you to everyone that's included us with this incredible group. The work honored today in this luncheon is truly remarkable. Just some of the more recent ones in our category, I really appreciate your work. You know, there's no other chemical that we encounter every day, or more each day, than water. The quality of the water affects every aspect of your lives. The need to have fast, accurate, and affordable testing is paramount to maintaining a healthy lifestyle and healthy water in your homes and businesses. And as you've seen, we're not talking about hard or soft water. It goes much deeper than that. Even though our mission started with commercial testing, we found that the work of improving the water environment in homes and businesses is, if not more, critical. We've seen dramatic improvements in the lives of our customers by testing and fixing their home's water quality. When you have somebody tell me that their daughter said, "Mommy, my water doesn't hurt," or "This bath doesn't hurt." That hits a nerve. So being involved in other people's lives this way has really made us feel humble in a lot of ways. So we're very grateful for the business community here in Utah. It would be hard pressed to find another place with such a deep breadth of technology and support services. Everything that you see in our instrument is available in Utah. The technology, our patent group that we worked with, and also all of our manufacturing is done right here in the state. And it's a truly revolutionary technology. So what people don't know is in the state of Utah, there's a lot of many leading minds in this area, in the water area. We, besides our own, we've got a great PhD that's behind us, but we're just thankful for events like this that put together a great team and great awards, and I congratulate everybody that's here and the work that they've put together. So thank you again, Utah Business, for putting this together, and everyone that supports them. Take care.
The medical and health medtech category has experienced some really exciting growth over the past year, and some of the companies which have made that possible include Cognitive FX, Halia Therapeutics, and SymbioCell Tech. So please take a look at your screens to learn more.
The name of our innovation is called the FNCI, or the Functional Neurocognitive Image. And this is a type of imaging technique based on fMRI, which stands for Functional Magnetic Resonance Imaging, where we are able to adapt a neuropsychological test battery to the MRI machine. And that's just a lot of words for saying that we can actually see problems in the brain that go otherwise undetected with regular structural imaging like MRI or CT. We also innovated a type of treatment for these patients called EPIC, which stands for Enhanced Performance in Cognition. And this imaging allows us to really target the areas that these patients are struggling with and to give them back this quality of life and to help their brains recover. You know, we've really worked hard to establish a great name for ourselves, but it's helped having really great partners, and we've just had to kind of break some glass ceilings with regards to understanding how these types of advanced neuroimaging can really shed some light on what we're doing wrong with these patients and how to get them better faster and how to really validate them and give them back their quality of life.
Our honorable mention in the medical and health medtech category goes to Cognitive FX for their pioneered innovation on fMRI brain scans. Please welcome to the stage co-founder, Dr. Alina K. Fong.
A patient who has type 1 diabetes loses the function of his islets due to an autoimmune attack, and thereby they lose the ability to make insulin, which is needed for blood sugar control, metabolic function, and to the prevention of complications such as blindness, heart attacks, loss of kidney function, etc. So we reasoned the replacement of these cells with what we call neo-islets could be the basis for the cure of the disease. And so the neo-islets are co-cultures or combinations of two groups of cells, hormone-producing cells from a donor and stem cells, a certain type of stem cells called mesenchymal stem cell. Since anti-rejection drugs are highly toxic but have to be taken on a lifelong basis in patients who receive islet transplant, pancreas transplant, or other stem cell-based transplants, our technology therefore has addressed two major issues in this field. Number one, our therapy does not require toxic anti-rejection drugs. Number two, they make all the islet hormones, including primarily, of course, insulin, glucagon, etc., simultaneously.
Second place recipient for their impressive work with diabetic patients, Symbio Cell Tech LLC. And please welcome their Chief Executive Officer, Dr. Christoph Westenfelder.
So what we've done at Halia Therapeutics is we've discovered a new way to turn off chronic inflammation. Chronic inflammation is involved in almost every disease that you can think of. So we actually discovered this pathway in Alzheimer's patients. So it actually is a great Utah story. We found a family here in Utah that had a mutation that protected them from Alzheimer's disease. And as we studied what that mutation did, we discovered that it had an impact on their ability to respond to a specific type of inflammatory signal. And then we figured out how to turn that off with a drug. And so we've developed a little pill that you can hold in your hand that when you take it, it turns off this particular type of inflammation that's associated with chronic diseases. To me, the real driver here is, does the science work? And if we can connect the science to individuals with specific diseases, then we can make a business out of that. We can make that work. And so that's really kind of one of the core principles and values of the company is get the science right and everything else will work. It literally can change people's lives. If you discover something that can save, thousands of people, tens of thousands, even millions of people. And that's the kind of stuff that gets me excited, right? I get up in the morning, I just think today could be the day we make a breakthrough and discover something that, could have an impact on the entire world. And if I've got to work for a living, that's a pretty good thing to be doing.
And our first place honoree in the Medical and Health Med Tech category, Halia Therapeutics, for their work to resolve chronic inflammation. Congratulations and welcome to the stage their President, Chairman, and CEO, Dr. David Beers.
Well, it's a real humbling, and it's an honor to be here and to be just get this recognition. We have worked so hard as a group for many years now to see this discovery that we made here in Utah with these families that have this resilience mutation that makes them resistant to this type of inflammation, and to discovering that pathway and then turning that into a drug has been just an amazing process. And we just found out last week we'll be dosing we've treated about 80 people so far in early clinical trials, and we're just launching 3 new clinical trials here in the next few months. We'll be treating some people here in the next couple of weeks with this drug. We're excited to see what it does and how it can really have an impact on a lot of people suffering from a lot of different diseases. So thank you so much for this recognition. We're so happy to be here in Utah and be part of this community. Thank you.
Okay, we want to learn a little bit more about our finalists in our FinTech category, including CoinZoom, Loan Pro, and Stena Center for Financial Technology. So please take a look at your screens.
CoinZoom, we're a digital asset exchange, and people use us to transact in cryptocurrency, but we also have a feature called ZoomMe that's become very popular, especially this year. We've seen about a 200% increase in that product, and essentially what it is a free peer-to-peer remittance system, so you can send money to friends and family abroad and do it instantly and for free. About 14% of all Americans send money home every year, and that number is growing, especially with a lot of people immigrating to the US. And it's really expensive to send money home, especially with MoneyGram and Western Union charging 5 to 7%. And so with us, it's completely free for users to send money home. And then they have a Coins and Visa card that they can use to take that money and then go to an ATM to get it out into cash, or just spend it right on their card. There's always people migrating to different places and they need to send money home. And so we really feel like ZoomMe will create a large impact and a great impact on these people's lives and help them really utilize every dollar they make. So.
Please give a warm welcome to our honorable mention, CoinZoom, recognized for ZoomMe, a free international money transfer service, and welcome their co-founder and director of business development, Ben Crossland.
So financial technology is an emerging market that is really changing the face of finance. And so we want to make sure that we are developing students, future employees, that can go out and be productive in the companies that they join almost immediately. And in order to do this, we want to make sure that they've got a really well-rounded view of the financial system and the technology system and how they work together. Our innovation is the launch of the Stena Center for Financial Technology at the University of Utah, where we've done a unique thing in education by doing a multidisciplinary approach to education, working with 3 different schools, the School of Law, the School of Engineering, and the School of Business, to help drive innovation in financial technology. So really having those disciplines work together to create an educational program for students is something that has not really been done in the educational system.
Congratulations to Stena Center for Financial Technology at the University of Utah, and please give a warm welcome to their Executive Director, Ryan Christiansen.
So LoanPro is a loan servicing software. Think of us as the operating system to manage a bank or a credit union. The innovation that we've come up with is really this process of managing credit cards. Think of the card that's in your pocket today. There's really 3 buckets, right? A cash advance, balance transfer, and a purchase. And they each have their own unique financial terms. Well, where we filed a bunch of patents, and the idea is to have an array or n number of buckets, each with their own unique financial terms, allowing everywhere you go spend to have different rates and controls on that, and to do that all in a CARD Act compliant way. About 4 or 5 years ago, I was in Costco with my wife, and the person in front of us bought 2 items, a huge thing of toilet paper and a $10,000 something diamond ring. But I just really thought about it for a long time of, well, that's interesting, but the financial instrument that was used was a revolving credit card, which without question is really the best financial instrument to use for the toilet paper, pay it off in full. But on the diamond ring, there's all kinds of capital out there that would have provided preferential financial terms. So much friction is involved in like filling out an application and that whole process. They just like skip it and say, yeah, I'm not going to choose the right financial instrument for this experience. Instead, I'm just going to proceed with the wrong financial instrument. So I just thought about that for years and thought, well, why can't we build a financial instrument that meets the consumer where they're at, that dials them to optimize their finances by using the right tools for the right circumstances? And we've done that with a card program.
Congratulations to our first place honoree in the FinTech category for their patent-pending transaction-level credit product, Loan Pro, and welcome Colin Terry, their Chief Operations Officer.
I did not want to win. Thank you to the Utah Business Association, and thank you to just the incredible support that we have here today. I'm really honored, especially to be recognized alongside two other fantastic companies in CoinZoom and the Stena Center. I'm especially excited to have been nominated alongside the Stena Center because we have a phenomenal partnership with the Stena Center, working with their participants, their students, and their graduates to build new financial products on Loan Pro to re-innovate and change the future of finance. So what I'm excited about what we've done, the biggest thing is we've been able to take the handcuffs off of big financial institutions. We were shocked at how many financial institutions, big banks, fintech companies, felt trapped by the systems that they were running on top of, and they didn't have the ability to innovate in a way that was consumer friendly and that actually gave consumers the things they wanted. Financial products in their pocket and the cards in their pocket that help them to be able to manage their lives in a more efficient, effective way that are personalized for them and their needs. And so with our transaction level credit product, it's opening the doors for financial institutions to be able to reinvent the future of finance and change the cards that are in yours and my pockets. And so what I'm most excited about, what we've built is a platform, and I think the best innovation is yet to come because there's so many amazing ideas out there, better than anything that we could come up with on our own. I want to thank especially today our product team and every single one of these companies here. We represent thousands of other people in seats and on computers and working their tail off to be able to make these innovations happen. So I want to thank our founder, our CEO, Rhett, who's the idea behind this transactional level credit, but especially our product team and about the engineers who built it. There are so many people who made this possible, so I'm grateful to each of them and thank all of those team members for their effort. It's really them we're celebrating, so thanks so much.
Okay, we are now to our final category of this afternoon, and it is commercial software. So please turn your attention to your video screens to learn more about our two finalists, Gray Falcon and Proper 7.
The technology we've developed is called YISDA Network Security. Over 45% of businesses globally have experienced a cyber breach, and on average, each breach costs about $4.5 million. At Proper 7, we started off as a marketing and UI UX development company, and so kind of through the process, we learned how to do product development for technology applications. And so essentially what we did is we took some of those pieces and launched a few technology applications. And in amongst there, we gained a network of really talented and smart individuals, engineers, white hat hackers. Kind of amongst that process, we started to look at the available solutions in developing kind of a different approach to cybersecurity. The main problem was the internet wasn't designed to be secure, right? It was designed to be a network among trusted peers. The challenge that we've faced in building this enterprise software is not only is there an ideological and a behavioral change, we're facing an opposition that's really highly motivated.
Congratulations to Proper 7, and welcome to the stage Lance Richardson, co-founder and executive vice president of sales and revenue.
The name of our innovation is Gray Falcon. We're hyper niche in the third-party seller mitigation arena. So we're one of many tools in a brand protection toolkit, but we're the tool when it comes to third-party seller mitigation. There are many challenges with respect to the third-party marketplaces. Amazon, for example, is one of the biggest marketplaces. Often when people purchase a product on Amazon, they're not familiar that they're probably buying a product from a third-party seller as opposed to the brand themselves. So when you receive a product and it may be damaged or may not be exactly what you expect, often you might be frustrated at the marketplace like Amazon, or you'd be frustrated at the brand itself. For example, just last week I bought a Carhartt shirt, supposed to be new, supposed to be blue. The product that I received was a different product than the one I ordered. It was black and it was torn and it was used. It was smelly. So, I mean, that was me and I'm in the business and I receive a product like that. It's pretty frustrating for me and for the brand itself. Traditionally, players in the market were law firms or other large brand protection companies that were often slow and not as efficient. So we came up with a solution that would be able to scale and be much quicker, and applied technology to that, and even now incorporating AI and training models to help that be more efficient. And it really has revolutionized the industry.
With their AI-powered software that has improved the online purchasing experience for millions, our first place honoree in the commercial software category, Gray Falcon. And congratulations and welcome their president, Mike Ballard.
Well, what an honor to be here among such great companies and to be recognized. I'd like to thank Utah Business and Foley Lardner for this recognition. Obviously, we owe a great accolade to our tireless effort of our team who continue to push the boundaries of AI and automation technology to protect brands as well as ultimately you as consumers. We are proud to represent the innovation spirit of Utah, and we couldn't have achieved this without the support of our local community. As a bootstrapped Utah-based company, we are committed to contributing to the growth and success of our state's economy. Today, we celebrate not only our own accomplishment, but everyone's accomplishment here today. Together, we are shaping a brighter future for Utah and beyond. Thank you.
Okay, that about does it for this afternoon. Let's give another big round of applause to all of our honorees. You know that emoji with the face and like the brains blown off of it, like mind blown? That's how I'm feeling watching each and every one of these videos. I thought, wow, that's a really good idea. That's a really good idea. I mean, just the way that these ideas come to fruition. And I think the difference between a lot of you in this room and everyone else, I think all of us have these thoughts like, that could be done a lot better. I think I go through my everyday thinking, there's got to be a better way to do that. But you guys are the ones who actually do something about it, who actually have those ideas, the creativity, and not only the creativity, but the drive to get to where you are. And I know that it's been likely years and years of hard work to get those ideas into fruition and how they are now. So that is really amazing to see. So we thank you for your insight, for your creativity, and the innovations here in Utah that are making an impact across the entire world. It's pretty amazing to see. Before you leave, we have just a couple of housekeeping items. For attending today, Utah Business is offering a complimentary one-year subscription to their monthly publication. So you can scan the QR code. There's a little tent in the middle of your table there. You can scan the QR code and it'll help you register for that. As a reminder, your parking is paid for. So if you did not get a voucher when you checked in for this afternoon, make sure that you stop at the tables on your way out and they will be able to give you one so that you can get that as you are leaving the parking garage. And we do like to recycle your name badges, so if you can just take them off right now, you can just set them on your table, and we do a lot of these events, so we'll recycle those and be able to use them again. And again, thank you to all of our sponsors. We would not be able to make this happen without you. And we are truly grateful for each of you taking the time out of your day to be with us and to celebrate these incredible companies, these incredible ideas. And again, congratulations to the 2023 Innovation Award winners.